sibling of all sisters comes with a unique culture all its own. In a house full of laughter, lessons, and loud personalities, I was consistently surrounded by advice, hand-me-downs, and a mixture of admiration and comparison. It was like being part of a built-in friendship, but one where you might have to work a little harder to be heard. Watching my older sisters go through life first taught me how to navigate a world already shaped by their choices, successes, and mistakes. Sometimes it felt like I was living in the shadow, but other times I realized how lucky I was to be learning from their paths before walking my own. From being the family's baby to developing my own identity, being the youngest sister has truly taught me about patience, adaptability, and confidence. Through these experiences, I have come to appreciate the unique culture of growing up as the youngest of 3 girls. How it shapes family dynamics, the advantages it offers, and what it makes to be a special experience. Being the youngest in a family of all girls means there was never a dull moment. I grew up surrounded by strong personalities who often acted more like second moms than sisters. They gave me advice constantly, sometimes helpful, sometimes unrequested, but always out of love. Watching my sisters handle school, friendships, and even arguments gave me a front row seat to growing up before it was my turn. I learned what to do, what not to do, and that sometimes even the best advice comes from their own mistakes. Our family dynamic also changed by the time I came along. My parents had already gone through raising 2 kids, so they were often more relaxed with me. Oftentimes, the youngest child doesn't get as strict of rules, or parents are not as worried about every small thing. This is supported by research as well. According to NeuroLaunch, parenting styles play a crucial role in shaping the youngest child's personality and behavior. Oftentimes, parents are more relaxed and lenient with the last-born, having gained confidence in their parenting skills over the years. Growing up in this environment taught me patience, adaptability, and independence. Even though I benefited from more relaxed parents and wiser sisters, I still had to figure out my own path, but with the advantage of learning from those who came before me. While being the youngest with plenty of guidance, it also offered unique advantages like having older sisters to learn from and to look up as role models. One of the best parts of being the youngest is having 2 built-in role models. I got to watch what worked and what didn't by seeing my sisters go through life first. I saw which choices led to good outcomes and which didn't, and I learned from both. Their experiences helped me avoid inevitable mistakes and making smarter decisions. I remember when I was nervous about starting high school and my older sister shared stories about her experience and gave me advice on staying organized and what to expect. Her reassurance helped me feel prepared and confident as I walked into a new environment. As stated by Mary Faith Martinez, older siblings play an important role in the lives of their younger siblings. Like parents, older sisters act as role models and teachers, helping their younger siblings learn about the world. They became examples I could follow, but also reminders that I could carve my own path with the same strength and kindness they showed me. Another considerable advantage is the constant support I have had. My sisters have always been there for me, whether it was giving me advice, standing up for me, or just being someone I always knew I could talk to. In the How Stuff Works article, they stated, youngest children are often praised for their creativity and problem-solving abilities. This may be due to the fact that they have the opportunity to observe their older siblings and learn from their experiences, allowing them to develop innovative solutions to challenges. I see this reflected in my own life, as my sister's guidance have helped me think differently and find creative ways to handle challenges. They've celebrated my achievements like their own. Over time, I built a special bond with each of them, different but equally as strong. There's something comfortable about knowing, no matter what, I will always have 2 people who have been through it first and have my back. While being the youngest comes with joy, guidance, and support, it is not always easy, and there are moments when it brings challenges of its own. One of the most complex part about being the youngest sibling is the age gap. My sisters were closer in age and shared a lot of the same experiences, school, friends, and even teachers. I was a few years behind, mostly watching them grow closer as they got older. Oftentimes, the younger sibling can feel like a tag-along, wanting to join in on things that they were too young for. According to the Developmental Psychology article, large age gaps of 5 years or more can sometimes feel like having 2 only children in one family. These siblings may have vastly different childhood experiences, almost like growing up in different eras. Older siblings may take on the parental role while the younger sibling might feel like they're constantly trying to measure up to the more experienced sibling. I have felt like that at times, like I was living in a different stage of life while they had each other. Another challenge was being the last one living at home. When they both moved out, the house felt much quieter. I went from being surrounded by noise and laughter to long, quiet evenings by myself. I remember sitting at the dinner table alone for the first time, realizing how different everything felt without the laughter and advice. The Press Reader article states, the youngest siblings are more likely to experience sadness when the older siblings leave, and the feeling of sadness can increase by the closeness of siblings. This can be very relatable to many younger siblings. At first, it was strange not having them around all the time, but it also taught me independence, how to spend time alone and to make my own choices, and to be appreciative of the moments together, even when they come home to visit. Even though being the youngest can feel lonely or overlooked at times, it has also made me stronger and more appreciative. I have learned to value my sisters even more for everything they do to guide me, to protect me, and to push me to grow. Being the youngest of 3 girls means living in a world that 2 strong personalities have already shaped before you. It has taught me to adapt, to listen, and to eventually find my own voice. My sisters have been my biggest role models, protectors, and sometimes my toughest critics, but I would never change a thing. The culture of being the youngest sister is not just about where you fall on the family line, but about learning from those who came before you and growing into your own person because of it.